Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be checking out the new virtual 8-string plugin by Wavelet Audio called the CABAL 8. We're going to be programming some guitar, checking out the really cool and unique features this thing has, as well as right after, I'm going to be showing you a full modern metal demo that I created just for this video where I didn't even pick up a real instrument. Absolutely everything is programmed and you guys can tell me how it sounds, all right? Anyways, let's get into it. So to start off, you're going to launch CABAL 8 using Contact. Now you do need the full version of Contact in order to properly run this plugin. However, even if you have the demo version of Contact, you can still use all the functions of CABAL 8 just fine. It's just every 15 minutes, the plugin's going to time out. You're going to have to relaunch it. It gets a little annoying. I myself actually am using the demo version of Contact because I don't own the full version of Contact. I don't really mind having to relaunch it, but if you think that's going to annoy you, then you're going to have to get the full version of Contact. Anyways, as soon as you launch CABAL 8, you see this really sick modern metal UI. You can load 3 different NKIs. You can load the Crunch built-in amp, you can load the high gain built-in amp, or just the DI. The Elements version of this plugin only comes with the Crunch and the high gain amp version, and kind of not as many features. It's much more simple, but the full version comes with absolutely everything, including the DI, all the amps, as well as all the functions and features, okay? Anyways, let's hear how just the simple DI sounds, okay? I've already programmed some guitar to save some time. Let's get into it. All right, pretty cool, nice and crystal clear. Now let's hear how the high gain amp version sounds. Again, no additional processing. This is right out of the box, high gain amp version. All right, that's pretty badass. And you can see, again, it's a full 8-string, 24 frets. And yeah, it really sounds like one, nice and heavy. And oof, love that low tuning. Anyways, I'm going to stick with the DI version just because I want to be able to shape my tone, if I want to reamp with Axe effects or use Tone Forge or something like that, okay? So I'm going to turn on what I'm using for this demo, which is actually just Misha Mansour Tone Forge, my simple rhythm tone for that, okay? You can hear how it sounds in a full mix with bass and drums that are also programmed just like this. So to get into the actual features of the plugin, it comes, standard 8-string. I believe it's in standard E tuning or drop E tuning. And you can change the tuning to anything you'd like right here, any single string, even if I want to go all the way down to a C1 for the low string. Which is absolutely ridiculous, and that's really cool as well. You can even turn off some of the strings. So let's say you have a really cool riff that usually plays between like the 8th and the 7th lowest string. Maybe you just want it to be played on the 8th string, so you can actually disable that low 7 and even that low 6, and then the riff will just be played on the low 8 string, which is really cool. So right at the bottom here, you have a couple different modes you can switch from. The velocity switch mode, where you can actually change the articulation by velocity. And then there's the key switch mode, of course, all right? So if you want everything to just be sustain or palm mutes, here, let's check out how that sounds. Sustain, just regular, single palm mutes, harmonics. That sounds cool. And then just muted notes, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. Right, so that's really cool. Just right away has a bunch of those options if you do want to kind of add that realism, that humanization to what you're playing. Also over here we have a mixer, which is just, there's so many options here. There's 8 strings and you can change the volumes of each of those strings as much as you want, which is just insane amounts of customizability. And then you also have a built-in EQ function for all of those strings with gain, frequency, width, do whatever you want with it. Just crazy. You can also change the articulations in terms of sustain, all the volumes of absolutely everything here. And then when you go to the options, this is actually where you do your doubling, which is just kind of built in. It's sick. You don't have to worry about it. You can turn it on, which is activate. Turn it off. And then it's kind of just mono in the middle center like that. There's different options. You can do poly, random, mono, even just with the guitar option itself. Scrape volume, pick volume. There's an endless amount of things, which, I mean, I could go into depth talking about for hours, but I think you guys get the gist of it. Anyways, guys, I've done enough talking. Let's hear how this sounds in a full mix with fully virtual instruments, and all the guitars are going to be CABAL 8. All right? Well, there you have it, guys. If you like this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, and be sure to check out the CABAL 8 if you're at all interested in it. There's going to be a link on the screen as well as in the description down below of where to get it. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.